George and Amal's twins are here.
And they're already Skyping with Grandma and Grandpa.
And just wait until you hear about all the gifts they're getting.
The way they act and their mannerisms.
Oh, really? Like body?
Their left,
everything.
Oh, hey. Oh.
If that impersonation wasn't enough, we'll tell you who Derek Hough says could be his sister's brunette twin.
The next morning, he was ripping tubes out of his mouth.
Lamar Odom's daughter opens up about her father's recovery after that horrifying overdose.
We've gone through a lot together and over a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
And that history binds you.
Naomi Watts tells Jess Cagle all about her special friendship with another Hollywood A-lister.
You want to know who the best is? That's him, Iceman. It's the way he flies, ice cold, no mistakes.
Plus, Tom Cruise is coming back in Top Gun, and hang on, Val Kilmer is out to prove he's ready too.
Happy Hump Day, People.com and Facebook Live. Welcome to People Now. Lots to get to today, including the big news about George and Amal Clooney officially welcoming twins. Finally happened. We're all very excited. We have another big twin announcement as well coming up later in the show, so stick around for that. But in honor of all this twinning, we want to know who your all-time favorite TV or movie twins are. It's our Facebook question of the day. Leave your answers in the comment section below. But first, here is what you need to know and what's trending today. George and Amal Clooney are parents to twins. The couple confirmed the birth of the daughter Ella and son Alexander in a statement on Tuesday. In a statement, the actor and human rights attorney said Ella, Alexander, and Amal are all healthy, happy, and doing fine. George is sedated and should recover in a few days. Best statement ever. Tuesday night, people caught up with George's friend and former co-star Salma Hayek at a screening of her new film, Beatrice at Dinner, where she said, I have no advice because his wife is Lebanese like me, and I know his mother-in-law and his sister-in-law, and I know those kids cannot be in better hands. Hayek and the two-time sexiest man alive starred together in the 1996 thriller From Dusk Till Dawn. Now, Ella and Alexander Clooney made their debut by Skype with their grandparents just 2 hours after their birth, and which one has George's features is already being hotly debated by those grandparents. The dark-haired children are gorgeous, proud grandfather Nick Clooney told Cincinnati WXIX anchor Trisha Mackey from the family home in Augusta, Kentucky. Nick went on to say his wife and George's mom, Nina, swears they have George's nose, before correcting himself and adding, Nina's yelling at me. She says not both, one of them. The little boy looked like he has his nose and his little profile. That sounds like a grandmother to me. And that definitely does sound like a grandmother to me. Nick went on to say, Amal, who is a superwoman, is doing terrifically well. And coming up, guys, I'm sitting down with People editor Catherine Cast, who's revealing the epic gifts the Clooney twins and their parents have already received. Stick around for that. Inside the latest issue of People, Olivia Newton-John and her family are opening up about how she's coping with the return of her cancer and how she hopes to inspire others. On May 30th, the star told the world that she is facing breast cancer for the second time after 25 years in remission, and that the disease has metastasized to a bone in her lower back. Now, while the Grease star and singer undergoes treatment, she has put her husband in charge of updating loved ones and the media. But in a statement, she tells People, I am feeling good and enjoying total support from my family and friends, along with a team of wellness and medical practitioners. I'm totally confident that my new journey will have a positive success story. And Olivia's husband, John Easterling, tells People, we both have the same unshakable belief that she's going to have a wonderful success story. Earlier this year, as Newton-John toured Europe and traveled around America promoting her album Live On, she grappled with severe back pain she initially mistook for sciatica. Now, last month, she was forced to postpone all scheduled shows, and medical tests uncovered that her cancer had returned and spread. Her husband tells People, we knew something was going on with all the pain that she was having. As it turns out, you've got a tumor growing there, pressing on a nerve bundle against the pelvis bone. Before going public, Newton-John privately shared her diagnosis with those closest to her. Her friend and Grease co-star John Travolta telling People, Olivia has always been an incredible human being and an inspiration to millions of people. If we all put our intentions for her to get through this, I know her so well she will feel it and it will support her. We love her and she loves us. Newton-John has beaten cancer once before, and in 2012 she lent her name and fundraising power to Australia's Olivia Newton-John Cancer Wellness and Research Center. Friends tell People she will focus not just on trying to get well, but on helping others. If all goes well, she plans on returning to the stage this summer. For even more on Olivia Newton-John, pick up the latest issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Celine Dion is finding her voice after losing her husband, Renee Angelil, over a year ago. And now in this week's People, the icon is opening up about moving forward and learning to be a single mom. But in the interview out Friday, Dion reveals that she still consults her late husband, Renee, on important decisions, saying, quote, "I have to see a picture of him and I talk to him. I feel very powerful and in a good way in charge, knowing that my husband is making decisions with me." She goes on to say in some ways they will always be a team, saying it's always going to be Celine and Renee. I don't want that to ever change. The singer also talks about how her 2 young sons are coping with the death of their father, saying, quote, "They go to bed with me and they wake up with me." Going on to say, "I need to have my children comfort me every night, and I think they need that. It takes time, but we're coping very well." The singer's finding new ways to be happy, single for the first time since meeting Renee when she was only 12 years old. She's focusing on her European tour, launching an accessories line, and just having fun with her fashion. And guys, to read the full Celine Dion story, pick up People on newsstands Friday. Well, Lamar Odom's daughter, Destiny, and her mother, Liza Morales, are opening up in this week's People about dealing with the ex-NBA player's cocaine addiction and his marriage to Khloe Kardashian. In the sit-down special streaming on the People Entertainment Weekly Network right now, Odom's daughter reveals that her father recovered from his Vegas overdose after a vigil by his children. Watch this.
We got to Vegas the following day. When we got there, to see him with all the tubes and everything, we definitely thought he could pass away. And honestly, what came to me at that point was, this is what addiction is. It robs you of so many things, and it robs the families that deal with it too.
It was really hard. And I think that we all thought that this was it for him and he was going to pass away. We just talked to him for like 30 minutes. We went back to our hotel, went to sleep, and the next morning he was ripping tubes out of his mouth. And I don't really think that's like a coincidence. I think he was meant to be here because of me and my brother.
After coming out of the hospital, Lamar actually ended up going to rehab when Destiny gave him an ultimatum.
We had an intervention with close family friends, and I basically gave him the ultimatum that it was rehab or me not speaking to him anymore. And I think that hit him really hard. He went to rehab in December. When your parent's an addict and they get clean, it's like a whole new world, a whole new person, really. It's crazy what therapy and rehab can do to a person.
Wow, really moving to get their perspective on that whole story. Kristen Kelly, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good morning.
Still in for Andrea here. Let's check in with Facebook Live. It's a twin bonanza today on the show. We want to know who your all-time favorite TV or movie twins are. Who do we got here? Samantha says Lindsay Lohan from The Parent Trap. That counts.
That totally counts. Okay. That's my choice too. And Edward says my favorite twins are Tia and Tamara Mowry. Sister, sister.
Oh, love those guys. Tamara.
I love that show.
Tia,
Tamara.
Tamara. They are fantastic.
It's hard.
It doesn't matter. Whatever their names, they are great twins. Keep the Facebook comments coming in, guys. We will check in with you again soon. But first, Kristen, even more trending news for us in Star Treks.
That's right. I got some more news for you. We're kicking off Star Treks today with a royal who's down under. Prince Harry's been all over Sydney, Australia ahead of the 2018 Invictus Games. He explored the Sydney Harbour to watch a sailing demonstration, spent time greeting some of the people in the rain that were very excited to see the royal prince, and he even chatted with some of the athletes. At the launch of the Invictus Games, Prince Harry spoke about improving the lives of those in the Games and about the recent terror attacks, explaining how we can all benefit from positive and inspiring stories from which to draw strength. The Invictus Games will take place in Sydney, Australia in October of 2018, and we cannot wait. And we've got exclusive baby news for you. Jamie Presley is pregnant with twin boys. In this week's issue of People, the mom star explains how her and her longtime partner, Umzi Ajazi, were completely shocked by the news. Presley took an at-home pregnancy test that read positive, but she wanted to be extra sure that she was expecting, so she had Umzi run to the store to pick up some more tests. The two conceived without fertility treatments, but they had been trying for a while. Jamie is out of her first trimester already, and she hopes for a mellow pregnancy, saying, "These two inside me have been doing like a river dance on my uterus." Her and Umzi are not the only ones excited for the twins. She has a 10-year-old son, Desi, who's constantly kissing his mom's belly. That is so cute. Can that family get any more adorable? Oh, I don't think so. And can you believe it's already been a month since Brie Bella gave birth to her daughter, Birdie Jo? The Total Diva star is in shock too. She posted an adorable pic on Instagram captioning the shot, "Can't believe my little bird is 1 month old." Brie welcomed Birdie last month with her husband, Daniel Bryan. And Brie, we are absolutely loving the pics of Birdie, so please keep them coming. Now, Ariana Grande closed out her One Love Manchester benefit show with an emotional performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And now that live recording has been released on multiple streaming platforms in honor of the victims of the terrorist attack. All proceeds from the single will go directly to victims of that May 22nd attack. And in addition to Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Grande also re-released her 2014 hit, One Last Time, as a charity single following the June 4th show. The star-studded concert, which featured performances from Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Pharrell, Coldplay, and more, raised more than $13 million for the victims and their families. Definitely love hearing that. Way to go, guys. And now moving on to this.
You want to know who the best is? That's him, Iceman. It's the way he flies, ice cold, no mistakes.
Hey, Tom Cruise, listen up. Val Kilmer is ready to report for that Top Gun sequel. The 57-year-old posted photos of himself wearing an Iceman t-shirt on Twitter. The sequel was announced on May 24th. And while few details about the movie are known, Cruise just teased to Entertainment Tonight there may be a volleyball scene in the sequel as well. I know, I cannot wait for that. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. People editor Catherine Cass joins us live with even more details about George and Amal's twins, including some of the gifts that they're already receiving. Plus, Bachelor star Lauren Bushnell is opening up about why she's split with fiance Ben Higgins.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Lauren Bushnell is opening up about her public split from Bachelor Ben Higgins, citing the couple's turbulent emotional connection as a trigger point within the relationship. 27-year-old Bushnell, who captured Ben's heart on his season of The Bachelor, admits that her relationship with the 29-year-old businessman was a, quote, rocky road from the start. After the show, Bushnell struggled to accept her fiancé's infamous I love yous to both her and runner-up JoJo Fletcher, yet begrudgingly agreed to go back on camera for their own reality series, Ben and Lauren Happily Ever After. The former flight attendant tells People, "I didn't want to do the show. I wanted to move on with our life and have a moment that was just about us." As things continued to fizzle, Lauren reveals how the duo entered couples therapy, admitting nothing more could have been done to save the relationship. She goes on to explain, when something isn't right, it isn't right. You can't force it if it's not meant to be. We gave it everything we could, but at the end of the day, it just didn't feel right anymore. There was no infidelity, no emotional abuse. There just wasn't that joy that there should be. Days after the couple announced their split, Higgins opened up about the breakup via podcast without consulting his former fiancée first. Lauren, who says she was still hurting, describes it as bad timing. Moving forward, the style and travel blogger hopes to focus on her career, friends, and family, explaining that there's no bad blood between the former Bachelor sweethearts. She tells People, there was so much love there and there still is. It just maybe wasn't the forever kind. For more on Ben and Lauren's surprising breakup, make sure to pick up your copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday.
Well, move over Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I think it is safe to say that Ella and Alexander Clooney are now the most famous twins in the world. Joining us now with even more inside the birth of George and Amal Clooney's twins is People editor Catherine Cass. Welcome back, Catherine.
Hello.
Good to see you in your pink and your blue.
Yes, you know what? I planned that.
Oh, my goodness.
I did.
For the boy and the girl.
In honor of Ella and Alexander.
On point as always. Look, gifts are already pouring in for the Clooney family, including from George's business partner, Cindy Crawford's husband, Randy Gerber.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Oh, they've always had a really good sense of humor about welcoming these twins. Remember, he posted on Instagram cute little baby onesies from Casamigos Tequila, and yesterday Casamigos posted this video of Randy wheeling a
Yeah, a
I don't know, what is that? A dolly of diapers and a little bit of tequila. There's a couple of tequila cases.
A little bit, yeah. There's a decent amount there. Maybe George will remain
really
sedated for even longer than the statement
yes,
said.
yes. Always had a good sense of humor about that kind of thing.
And so human rights attorney Amal Clooney also getting congratulations. Her boss, Jeffrey Robertson, told People he is ecstatic. He says, all I can say is that it's a great co-production. So we love that, the compliments and the support coming in from all areas. Catherine, we talked a little bit earlier about George's parents Skyping with the twins 2 hours after their birth. Do we know where Amal's parents were when she gave birth?
Amal's father actually spoke to a French news agency over the phone from Beirut.
Okay.
And he said, you know, I've talked to them, everyone's doing great, and sources actually tell us that he's going to go to London to visit the couple and meet the little ones this weekend.
Very cool.
And apparently Amal's mother was at the birth, reportedly.
Okay.
And she also, you know, she said the birth was incredible. So I think that statement, that means she was there?
Yeah, they are such an international family, global family, and those kids are going to have quite the life, aren't they? An onlooker, or according to an onlooker, Amal's mom went baby gift shopping yesterday. What did she get the twins?
This is so much fun. I was just looking at on my phone at these adorable little onesies that she bought from the East Side boutique in London, and they're organic cotton, and there's a little gray one with bears on it, and a little mint colored one. It comes with a little bib and a hat. They're adorable. You can still get them now.
Oh, wow.
They're still available.
For the time being, till the word gets out.
I know. Well, I just told you guys you can get them.
Yeah, there you go.
Right
According to the source, she was careful to ask what the rompers were made of, so the organic.
Yeah, pesticide-free, and also they actually give back. So a portion of proceeds from this go to the Woodland Trust in the UK.
All right.
Which, you know, speaks to their charitable nature.
Of course, it makes a lot of sense. So here we go. When are we going to get to see the twins? Is it in their nature to just send out a photo soon, or do you think they're going to hold off?
You know, I really hope that we get to see them soon. I mean, again, Amal and George have had a great sense of humor about, you know, the spotlight.
Everything about it, really.
And they really have shared a little bit about welcoming these little ones. So hopefully we get to see them soon.
Fingers crossed.
I don't know.
If so, we will be all over it. Can't wait.
People.com.
Kathy, guys, thank you for being here. And guys, of course, stay on People.com for the latest on George, Amal, and the Clooney twins. Good to see you.
Yeah.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth. Proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
Well, guys, the 71st Tony Awards are happening this upcoming Sunday, June 11th, and one of the year's top contenders is the critically acclaimed musical Dear Evan Hansen, with 9 Tony nominations, including a Best Actor nod for Pitch Perfect star Ben Platt. Dear Evan Hansen is sure to make a pretty big splash on Sunday. People caught up with some of the musical's nominated cast members who open up about what makes the show so special. Watch this.
People are deeply impacted by the show. People continue to come back multiple times. The beautiful thing is that kids are bringing their parents to see the show. Parents are bringing their kids to see the show. And I think the show communicates something that maybe they're not able to say in their own words.
We're all kind of analyzing and really being able to look at how it is we parent and how we connect with our kids, how kids connect with their parents, what we miss, what we gloss over, you know. I'm able to really look at it a lot.
It's been really beautiful to see that the show was something that through writing it we were able to connect to each other and able to connect to our cast and able to say things and express things that were difficult to say within ourselves.
Can anybody see? Is anybody waiting back at me?
It's overwhelming, quite frankly. I mean, this is the reason why I love doing theater, is because we get to ask questions and raise awareness to things and get conversations going.
Yeah, it's a conversation starter about sort of inner turmoil or struggle or loneliness that you might not feel comfortable or safe to be able to say otherwise, and that's been really inspiring to hear people use it as a tool for themselves.
We're all connecting through this show. It's an incredible thing, and I understand it. I get it. I have a lot of painful stories myself. We all have those, you know, some more than others. But to have the richness of this shared experience, it's been a dream come true.
The latest issue of People features editorial director Jess Cagle's sit-down with Book of Henry star Naomi Watts, where she opens up about fame, family, and how she forged a 26-year friendship with Nicole Kidman when the two worked together on the film Flirting. Watch this sneak peek.
We already knew each other and had many friends in common and lived in the same area, so we would see each other here and there, but that's when our friendship really kind of forged.
That's a great friendship to watch,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh.
You know, just because everybody loves Nicole Kidman, everybody loves Naomi Watts, and it's like, I want to be friends with them and hang out. So that's my question. Can I be friends with you and hang out?
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much,
and
Naomi.
you'll have fun with us, I promise you that. Yeah, no, we've gone through a lot together and over a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
And that history binds you. And yeah, strong respect and love and feelings for one another.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's like a,
sprawling thing. She's taken people inside her closets before, and her closets are like as big as my apartment, and it's just amazing.
There's actually a ladder in her closet.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't mean just like a little stepping ladder like that you have like in a pantry.
Like the old library.
Oh, I'm talking like Beauty and the Beast,
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know, tale as old as closet. Yeah.
Yeah, sing it with me now. Tale as old as closet. Anyway, that's World of Dance's Derek Hough dishing on fellow judge Jennifer Lopez's very epic Beauty and the Beast closet. At least that's what we called it. World of Dance is our Toyota People pick of the day. When I just talked to Derek, he weighed in on what it's like to work with J-Lo, Neo, and Jenna Dewan Tatum on that smash hit dance competition show. Watch.
Who did the 540 in the middle? Who did actually the flip? Man, like effortless. This is a competition, and you guys competed.
When Neo was here, he said that you were the goofball of the group. Is that a fair assessment? What makes you so goofy?
Wait, what? Okay, first of all, okay, yes.
Am I going to defend this and try to rebut, or am I just going to agree? Okay.
But also Neo. He's goofy, man. And I was, seeing Neo from afar, and he's a musician and Grammy Award winner, and just super cool and smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
Sings about like cool stuff and
love.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then like I met him, and he's as goofy as me.
Okay.
So I love that though. But me and him got along so well.
I'm just gonna say, good damn job.
How do we feel about J-Lo? What role does she play?
J-Lo is just like, she's queen bee. She's like a unicorn. She ages backwards. She's just like amazing work ethic. She does her thing. She's very like loving and comforting, to some of the acts. But also, oh man, wait for it. She calls some people out.
Really?
Where me and Neo were like, oh,
right.
Hey, okay.
Right.
That's why she's her,
That is why she's her. That's why she's there.
You were too busy with Jessica. Okay.
Neil also dished a little about epic after parties at J-Lo's compound, which is what he kind of called like just this massive estate. He said that he was impressed that she could like down basically a whole pizza by herself, or half a pizza. Yeah. He's like, she is incredibly fit and the girl can eat.
Yes. And I'm sure she's gonna hate that we keep talking about this, but it was so like surprising to us because, like I said before, she's like a unicorn. She ages backwards. She's amazing. So you envision her eating like this like magical food or something, and then you're just
keep it all right.
And you're like, oh, she's rocking a pepperoni pizza. Sweet.
Jenna Dewan Tatum, host mentor.
Yes.
How do we feel about her?
Jenna is no joke. She's my sister, the brunette sister. She reminds me so much of my sister Mary Beth. It's hilarious. I even FaceTimed us together. I was like, Mary Beth, meet your twin, your brunette twin. The way they act and their mannerisms.
Oh, really? Like body, everything.
Like, it's their whole thing. It's so infectious. It's so positive, and it's just, I love her to death. She's amazing.
We're just getting more and more little nuggets about J-Lo as we go.
I know.
Promotion of the
As
show.
if I could love her more.
I know.
She eats. She really eats. She can eat a whole pizza.
Or at least half.
That's so awesome. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live one more time. George and Amal Clooney had their twins. Now Jamie Presley announced that she's having twins. We want to know who your favorite TV or movie twins are. Let's see what we got.
Charlie says, what about Marge's twin sister Patty and Selma in The Simpsons? There we go.
Oh,
okay.
Awesome. We're getting a lot of love for the Property Brothers. Krista, Shelley, Melissa, and more. I'll pick Jonathan and Drew Scott.
How about Armie Hammer in Social Network? He plays twins.
Aha!
Okay.
We're getting creative now.
Yeah. Do you have any others?
Yes. Let's see. Kathy says the Bella twins. Okay.
Oh, the Bella twins. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. We've had the Bella twins in here. We love the Bella twins. Come back, Bella twins, anytime you want. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to catch us again at 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Salma Hayek reveals to me that she has a special, I'm going to say almost a mystical ability. Ooh. Plus, Matt Bomer is opening up about how he handled those steamy Magic Mike posters with his kids.
Awesome. Thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Elle Fanning.
Bye, guys.
Last time I laughed so hard, I cried. I'm trying to think of a time. Or maybe it was on FaceTime with my best friend Casio, who actually was my prom date last year in Cannes. He came with me, so I'm missing him this year. We had such a good time. But it was probably on like FaceTime with him. The last time I took from a movie set, this is very funny, I took these pants that my character wears, like Carhartt pants, like corduroy brown, like working men's Carhartt pants. And I just thought they were the coolest. I was like, I have to have these. So I got those. I was very proud of myself. Last fashion disaster. Gosh, I did experiment with a lot of like colors on my eyes and things, which I absolutely love. I just think maybe I've like gone a little like overboard with that sometimes. So sometimes you're like, whoa, and but you have to make sure that you do the color correctly. Like it totally can be done, but sometimes if you don't put enough mascara on or if you don't darken around the eyes enough, then your eyes kind of go away and they become small and the colors around. So maybe it was just something like that. The last thing I Googled, it was probably like a YouTube video or something. I like fall asleep to like Jimmy Kimmel, like people like going on Jimmy, like celebrities, like him doing the interviews with them. So I'm like, it's like sounds so creepy or weird, but that is something that I do like Google at night to like put myself like to sleep or like, oh, like want to laugh and like watch. I don't know, I find it, but I like all the games that he does.